Video. Today we're doing college football player props here on PrizePicks for Saturday, October 15th. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit by using that link or using the promo code TUFF. There's also a Discord link in the description below of this video. Great community, everyone's just trying to help each other win in there, and the main server is completely free, as well as Patreon link is in the description of this video as well, where I give all the plays I'm making here on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play: college football, NFL, MLB, and then NBA starting very, very soon, which we are extremely excited for. But nonetheless, I'm giving two total player props here that I like here on PrizePicks for the Saturday, October 15th slate here on college football. Patreon, I'm probably going to end up giving around 15 plays, so again, check out that link in the description below. And I just want to mention that, people are speculating, or not speculating, but people have left comments on previous videos talking about how I don't give the best plays here on YouTube, and I save them for Patreon, so people will join the Patreon. And that's not the case at all. Actually, I try to give the plays I feel strongest about, honestly, for YouTube plays. I don't know why I would want to give the not strong plays for YouTube, where the general public and most people, take a look at those plays. So just want to keep that and mention that honestly, the plays I feel strongest about are usually the YouTube plays. So nonetheless, though, let's get into it, you guys. Again, not a gambling expert, not financial advice. These are just plays I'm personally looking at making here, hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis to help you guys make your own player props. But let's get into it. So the first one that I like is going to be a running back rush yards prop. It's going to be Devin Neal, running back for Kansas, facing Oklahoma, and I like his over of 72.5 rush yards. So Devin Neal here has become the running back one in this offense, with the other running back, Daniel Highshaw, is out. You can see here, Daniel Highshaw will miss an extended period of time. Jordan Gusky of the Topeka Capitals says. So this is 10 days ago. So he's out, and you can see here by looking at the Kansas Jayhawks overall stats this season that now Devin Neal has become RB1. It was kind of somewhat of a timeshare with Devin Neal and Daniel Highshaw. Daniel Highshaw's out, and we can see here, since Daniel Highshaw has been out in that last game against TCU, which was a shootout, Devin Neal had 15 carries for 88 yards. Not really much receiving work from him, but 15 carries is a season high. And so I like this play for a few reasons. One, Jalen Daniels, the quarterback for Kansas, is out as well for this game, or is expected to be out for this game. You can see here he hurt his shoulder, I believe, in that last game. So he's exited the last game with a shoulder injury. He's looking to be doubtful in this game against Oklahoma. The replacement, though, for that game last week against TCU, I think Bean, I think that's his name. Let's see real quickly just to confirm that. Yeah, Jason Bean, sorry. He played extremely well, 262 with 4 touchdowns through 1 interception, and went 16 for 24 against TCU, which, again, TCU's games have been shootouts. This game was a complete shootout. But Devin Neal had a career high rushing attempts. Obviously, no one really came close as far as the backups. 15 carries for 88 yards. So he is going to get a decent amount of carries. I think with, Jason being the backup quarterback, they were feeding Devin Neal. And I think in this game, again, against Oklahoma, who just get destroyed on the ground, you guys, literally absolutely demolished on the ground. So take a look at this. Oklahoma, in these games, most recent games, they gave up 138 yards to Bijan Robinson. They gave up 136 yards to Kendre Miller, and they gave up 116 yards to Deuce Vaughn. Okay, so 3 straight games here, all Big 12 matchups that they've given up, plus 100 yards to each running back. Devin Neal here is at 72.5. But if you also take a look at this other prop, CFB team stat rankings, right? And we come down here to team rankings, and just take a look at this. I'm doing this live for you guys. We'll do rushing defense, and we'll do opponent's rush yards per game. And we sort this. Oklahoma is, up here as far as right here. You can see 214.5 rush yards per game. That's like top 15 nationally, or I guess bottom 15 nationally as far as rush yards per game go. In this spot here for Devin Neal, though, I think he gets 15, 16 plus touches in this game. I think he could, maybe go upwards of 20. Obviously, Kansas in this matchup against Oklahoma is going to be, I guess Oklahoma's the favorite in this game, which is kind of weird considering Kansas is 5-1, maybe because Jalen Daniels is going to be out. But nonetheless, over/under is at 62.5. This game is in Oklahoma. Again, for first year starting QBs that they're going to have here in Jason Bean, I think they rely on the run a little bit more here. And again, Oklahoma's just been getting gashed by the run all season long. Devin Neal 72.5. Hit this over the last 2 games for him. So I'm taking the over here on this one. Devin Neal, if this will load for me. Devin Neal over 72.5 rush yards, but you don't need to look at that. We'll show it right here. Devin Neal, he's gone over this his last 2 outings. 75 and 88. He's also went over this in the first game of the season in 4 carries and 108 rush yards. I also like this too because last season, Devin Neal, as a freshman, had 23 carries for 100 yards against Oklahoma. 23 carries for 100 yards against them last season. 72.5 is the prop currently. Taking the over Devin Neal against Oklahoma. This is a 9 a.m. game, by the way. Over Devin Neal, 72.5 rush yards. Saturday, October 15th. It's going to be a quarterback prop here, and we're going to look for Hunter Deckers, and I like his over 23.5 pass completions here against Texas. Now, if we take a quick look at this game here, Iowa State versus Texas. Texas is favored. This game is going to be played in Texas. So on the road here for Iowa State, Texas is favored by quite a bit here. 48.5 over under. Texas favored by 16. 55% spread consensus pick here. I like this play here for a few reasons. One, because this season Texas is giving up the, I guess, what is this, like 10th most pass completions in college football. 139 total pass completions to quarterbacks here. And taking a look at this here, a deeper dive into this, we've seen numerous quarterbacks already go over 23.5 pass completions against Texas. For Hunter Deckers specifically, he's hit this 3 of 5 games this season. His 2 misses were 22 and 23, but had pass completion games of 25, 28, and 30. Even taking a look at that first game, he had 25. So he's actually hit this 4 of 6 times this season. 25, 25, 28, 23, 30, and 22, averaging 35 plus pass attempts per game here. Obviously, this first game, it was a blowout win, so didn't really need to pass as much. But with Texas obviously going to be able to score quite a bit here on Iowa State, I expect, Iowa State to have to throw the ball quite a bit here in this game. Taking a look at Texas' previous games against quarterbacks, we saw here Bevel doesn't really count here. That offense, Oklahoma, just completely disastrous. I definitely think Iowa State's a lot better than that. We saw JT Daniels go 29 for 48 here against Texas, so that's what hit the over here. I think this is going to be Donovan Smith. We had Donovan Smith went 38 for 56, had 331 yards passing and 2 touchdowns here. And then UTSA, Frank Harris went 24 for 35, who, again, Frank Harris and that UTSA offense, pretty potent in my opinion. They put up 20 points against Texas. But, yeah, Hunter Deckers here, 23.5 pass completions. I just love the value here. I think they're going to have to throw a ton here against Texas in this game. Both these player props here are the early morning games, so we will know rather quickly in the day if these do hit the over or under. But yeah, like Hunter Deckers over 9 at 9 a.m. Sorry, I like his over 23.5 pass completions, and I like Devin Neal over 72.5 rush yards. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these player props. I already made, at the time of this video, Patreon plays will be live, so go ahead and check those out in the link in the description below. Devin Neal, 72.5 rush yards, Hunter Deckers over 23.5 pass completions. I'll drop a like on this video, you guys. Hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.